Good afternoon, everyone. It's Brian with Craft Fancy. Joining me today is
Carol from Craft Fancy.
Carol from Craft Fancy. If you guys are watching us, you are watching us on Memorex. That's because we are coming live at the One of a Kind group. We're out in Boston there, doing live out there. So we had to unfortunately make a video today for you guys. So I hope you guys do enjoy this video. We're going to give you guys a couple seconds to get your kits out. In fact, while we're doing that, why don't we go ahead and just talk about our kit really quick. Let's go to our website. What you guys want to do today is we're going to be working with the Halloween Gnome card kit. Yep, we're going to be working on that. Check out that picture. Does that not like a good picture today? That's right. It's Gnome. He's back, and he's all getting ready for Halloween, just like you guys are. So what we're going to be doing on our kit today, the kit does include the Gnome Halloween add-ons, the Pretty Pink Posh Spider Web Stencil, the Halloween Starry Sky Shaker elements, and then, of course, we're going to be adding two pouches in there for you guys to make the acetate shaker pouches. So those are so you can make two of them making shaker cards. You got to remember, though, with this kit, the Gnome craft die is not included with that, so that is something you guys are going to have to purchase if you guys are looking to make this card. So if you're just starting off with the Gnome project and you bought this kit and you did not have the Gnome die, you will not be able to make this kit. So we kind of stressed that in the promo video. So,
because we did other kits already. That's why we didn't include the Gnome, because it's already been through a couple other versions of some other kits.
Yes, that's true. We've been doing Gnomes all year long, haven't we?
Yes. We did the Valentine, we did the Easter, we didn't do the July. Did we do the July one?
We did a 4th of July one already.
A sample, but not a class.
I don't know if we did. I thought we did
remember.
do it. Yeah, I can't remember either. There's too many Gnomes, and now we're doing the Christmas one here, or the Halloween one.
Yep.
So we got everything going. So stay tuned. Why don't we go ahead and take a look at everything? And what we're going to do is we'll go through all the products coming up and show you how to do it and get it done in a correct manner. So just stay tuned, and we'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Brian and Carol again, and we're going to be starting off class now. So I'm going to hand this over to Carol. Carol, tell us all what we're going to be working with first.
So today we're going to be working on these two cards. Your kit should have enough supplies to make 2 of each design. Make it a total of 4 cards. And let me put this sample up here. And your kit should include the spider web stencil, which I already took it out of the package. This is not part of the kit, but you need the gnome die to be able to finish the gnome. And then your kit will also include the Halloween add-on die. And you don't. This is not part. The ink is not part of the kit either. But if you have any kind of black ink, that it's gonna let you blend with the blending brush, and that's all you need. It doesn't have to be the Distress Oxide. It could be any black dye base ink.
And just for the record, today we are working with the
Black Suit.
Black Suit ink. I don't know if we can zoom in good enough for that, but it is the Black Suit ink. Okay.
All right. So I have my kits here that I already pre-cut, so I hope everybody were able to do all their homework ahead of time.
So, quick story. Did you have a homework issue with Facebook?
Yes, I posted a reminder for everybody to do their homework, and somehow it got flagged as a spam post, and it got deleted by Facebook, which I don't get why it's a spam, but I don't know, so it was weird.
Better not end up in Facebook jail.
I hope not. I didn't do anything wrong, though. I don't know why. They got the algorithm that scans certain word you use. So I mentioned something about a black die-cut glossy cardstock in there. Maybe that flagged their algorithm. I'm not quite sure. But it was just weird. So my post got deleted after I put out any reminder about the homework. So first of all, we're going to blend the spider web. So here's my black card base. Here is my spider web stencil. I'm just going to can of center it right there in the middle. And I'm going to use a little pixie spray just to stick the middle part, because it's really like skinny line. So I'm just going to use a little pixie spray to just tag the middle, and I'll use a couple pieces of what do you call this? Purple tape, whatever, pixie tape, whatever, and just hold the corners. So I'm just gonna spray.
Do that off screen
because we don't want to breathe into this. So I'm just kind of centering it right in the middle. And to hold the whole thing down because it's sliding on my craft mat. So
what kind of craft mat is that?
It's a
Tim Holtz?
No, it's not. It's just from Dress My Craft. I think we have a couple in stock right now, and it's more it's more attractive pricing wise with this brand than Tim Holtz, but it's the same thing, same functionality. All right, so I'm using.
Quit moving the mat.
Okay. So I'm using a blending brush. Doesn't matter. You could have the little ones, big ones. You know, probably at least medium sized one and up. And I'm using my black ink. I'm just gonna put it on.
Now, do I go heavy at first, or do I go light and then always?
No, I'm just gonna go light. It's always either add when you don't go heavy.
Especially on darker colors.
Yes, always add, and you can never take off if you use darker color. I'm just gently, because I want to make it like darker on one end and maybe lighter on the other end. It's kind of like a smoky background.
So we're not trying to go for uniform.
No, if it's uniform, then it's too consistent. Too, you know what I'm saying? It looks the same on every side. So.
And that's what gives us the individual look on each and every card that you do then. Right.
All right, so I'm going to just peel off a little bit just to see if I like it. And I think it looks good, so I'm going to just leave it like that. I'm going to put my stencil on the side because you need to clean that black ink off. And I'll leave my brushes right there. Close my ink. And then, I don't even think I would need the... Did I get that much ink on the pad? No, I'm good. Okay, so right now I'm gonna adhere this piece onto the purple cardstock, pre-cut to the 4¼ by 5½, and I'm using my ATG gun. Okay.
That's right, the adhesives with the trigger.
Since I don't care really. I don't really have a preference on which one I like. I use this one, and I use the Easy Grant as well, so it depends on what's on my table. So I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna just adhere it onto the card base, the purple panel. Then I'll put it onto the white A2 card.
Awesome.
Anybody has any questions?
By the way, we are, even though it is recorded, we are coming live tonight, not live on comments. So if there's any questions or comments, we are all hanging out there. Kathy's answering questions at the Craft Fancy store, and Carol is answering questions at the Boston show, and who knows, maybe I'm on the keyboards as well. So
yep.
How's that going together there, Carol?
So this is actually our card base. So this is our actual completed card. So this is the base. So just so that you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm going to put this right there. Can we see both? Oh, yeah, like right there.
Now what I like about that too is if you're really trying to go for some coloring and stuff. So what I was thinking is, now these are little tips and tricks, is if I was going to do it, maybe I'd come in with a little purple on that too. So you get a little black and purple. Since we're working with black and purple on your cards, you can do get a little orange in there. There's a lot of different combinations you can do when you're working with blending inks and colors and stuff. So
exactly.
Makes it a lot of fun, makes it easy. And again, everything's always individual to you guys. So whatever you do is what makes it good.
Right. Yep. And also in the kit, we included a strip of like a black glossy cardstocks. So you could use it you could die cut it for the broom. Did I say the broom? The broom, the spiders, and then the little bat. So it depends on which way you want to go with it. So there's some extra glossy piece in there that we added. So right now I'm gonna put this one aside for right now, and I'm gonna build the gnome. So we all know how the gnome is built. So let's just get a couple pieces of scrap pieces and put it on the back and then build the gnome. Just cut a couple. Where's my clear?
And I know we're using the Craft Fancy bottles that we use in there, but what kind of adhesives?
It's art glitter. I always use art glitter. That's just my. I just
get on camera more.
I just prefer the art glitter glue. It's just a personal choice. So there's a lot of other glue out there, but I like the art glitter. I'll trim it. It's bigger than my the hat, but not a problem. We'll trim that once we.
And then hold it flat so they can see what you're doing.
Once we put it together. So I'm just gonna like kind of go underneath there and trim that part off. And then I just go underneath here and trim that part off. Pretty straightforward. There's no trick to it.
Nice and easy. And again, just can you go over it one more time what you did for everyone so they can really take a look at it?
So I just added the glue on the back and I put a little scrap pieces of paper on the back to adhere to really attach the beard and the hat together. So.
And then when you flip it over, you get a nice clean butt.
Yep.
Butt splice, they call it in electrical.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, they call it butt splice. So it goes butt to butt.
So you're flush. So I'm just adding the nose. All right, and then now I'm gonna add the shoes. I gave this guy a purple pair of shoes that will match the hat. Where's the other one? Find the other piece. So just kind of flush. Again, I'm gonna flip it backward. I'm just cut this little scrap piece a little bit smaller.
And while you're cutting that piece, I just want to remind everyone that if you did get the gnome die for the first time and you haven't put gnomes together, there's a right foot, left foot. So it's not
the same
universal. It's
right.
one foot, one way. So there's one right foot, one left foot.
The bigger, I call this as the bigger foot. It goes to the left of the gnome. And then the littler goes to the right.
Okay, try right foot.
So just like kind of right there. And now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to bend it out a little bit and just trim. Don't cut his foot, but just trim that part off. Again, and a little bit right here. Just a little bit.
Just do a little fussy cutting, huh?
Just a little bit. So it'd be perfect. So that's it. Here I'm going to roll my little scrap outside my table. And now I'm going to use the broom. Just kind of line it up where, here, if this is where I wanted it to be. The hands, it's kind of tiny. So we're holding it like in an angle. In an angle like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just glue the broom down there first. Again, you could use the glossy piece to the glossy black paper to die cut the broom. So it's however you wanted it. Just add a little glue in the back. Doesn't have to be the whole thing. Just enough to hold it down. Kind of like right there. And then I'm going to stick one hand first. So you could just, if that's where you want it to be, glue the first hand. And now, kind of layer it. This is, put a little drop of glue down there. And put it in the second hand. So that's that. All right, now we're going to add the cape on the back of the gnome.
It's a lovely cape.
And the die is, as of right now when we make the video, The die, it's shipping. I don't know if it'll be here on Saturday, but as of today, I know it's on its way here. So as what I said originally, that the gnome die was gonna be here around the same time as the event.
Yes. So it wasn't part of the die package. So these were all cut out for you guys. So if you're interested in that, and the link is going to go up, you'll see the link pop up on the screen right away. So go ahead and get that order in there.
Yep. So I'm just going to add some liquid adhesive on the back. Doesn't have to be much. I'm going to just position the cape. I mean, there's not really a right way or wrong way of doing it. So this is the way the die is going to cut out if you get the die after the event when it's here. So I'm just going to go up right there. Kind of like right there. Yeah, kind of like right there. So I'm going to just let this little guy dry. It won't take long, but I'm going to just put this guy aside for right now. And I'm going to just build the boo. So here's my background piece of the boo. Here's the boo.
It's not just boo, it's
the boo. The boo.
Are you scared?
No. So I'm just use a little drop of it, liquid adhesive, and just a little bit top, middle, and the bottom. I can't find my tweezer, so I don't know what happened to it. But
someone stole our tweezers.
But it's not too little, so it'll be good.
I wonder if anyone has that problem at home. You ever set something down and it just grows little feet and then it leaves? Happens to dies all the time for me.
So getting the O on there. All right.
You say that a lot around me.
Oh.
Yeah, no. Oh, Brian, you're the best.
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh.
Usually. Come on. Get out there.
Now, do you find the little bottles that work better, or do you find that just putting a tip on the art glitter glue works better for you? I
like the little bottle because I like to squeeze a little bottle better than the bigger bottle. It's just easier in my hand. Not that I have a problem. It's not that if I have a bigger bottle, I would squeeze harder, then I have more coming out. If I have a little bottle, I could control it better. Just my thing. So little you can control, bigger gets a little everywhere. Right. All right. And then let's work on the ghost. So here's the ghost. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a little piece of scrap and put it behind his eyes and the mouth to look like a scary ghost. So whatever you cut out from when you're building the gnome, you got some little scrap pieces. So what I do is I'm just going to eyeball it. It's not, no one's going to see the back, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Just cut it a little bit. You're cutting it off screen. Oh, I'm just cutting the scrap piece. All right, so I'm kind of just figuring out like, well, how much do I need to cut? So I'm just going to go right there. And just cut a little bit. There. So I got his whole back. See, his whole back face is black. So it looks like a scary ghost. So, and I'm just going to add glue on the back of the ghost, so then you don't have to get because if you put it on the back of the black card, then you could show the glue on his eye, on the eye. Expose the glue on the open eye and the mouth. So I hope you know what I'm talking about. Oh, I'm sure they can figure that out. So I'm just gonna line him up. Okay. Yes. This doesn't have anything to do with crafts, but I got to ask this question. When you work with ghosts, does your mind automatically go to Casper the Friendly Ghost? Yes. My mind automatically goes. Do you know who Casper the Friendly Ghost is? Of course I do. Awesome. Yeah, my mind goes right to Casper the Friendly Ghost. Casper, friendly ghost, the friendliest ghost you know. Do you know that? No. I don't know the song. I know the Casper is the ghost. And then this one I need just a little tiny piece to cover his eyes. So I'm just going to grab another scrap. Like little. Literally, it's tiny. I'm going to zoom in for this one just because he's a little guy. So if we can just kind of just... Tiny little guy. I don't know if I can... So just make sure you stay on camera now because I really zoomed in. I might be putting too much glue, but...
Over more to the right. There you go.
Just have to cut that little bit off the side because it's little. Okay, a little bit. Okay, awesome. So there's the little ghost. It's done. And now I'm gonna cut out the spider, not cut out, but just cut the little dangling piece. Because one of the card we are using, we dangle the spider off there. But on this one, we don't need the dangle, so we're just gonna cut off just cut that off. On both of them.
You don't have to. These are your cards at home.
Right.
So if
you can leave it up there, or you can make it another, like, you can make another, like a spiky thing sticking out, like you know what I'm saying?
You can tie it into your spider web.
Yep. You could like hang it like it's hanging there. But I didn't do it on a sample, so I'm going to just kind of follow what I did on the sample. Perfect. All right, so now we get all our little parts here, and I got my little spider. Where did my other spider? I must have lost one. Okay. Okay. So there's a spider. I knew I was here. So now I'm gonna just kind of place them, however I wanted them. Just kind of get a general idea of how I want them. So, all right. So I'm gonna put foam tape on the back of the of the gnome with the cape. I like a little dimension, so I have some black foam square from 3L.
3L. Yes, it's 3L. Whenever you want to get into a sticky situation, you always want to use 3L products. That's 3L.
Yes.
Available at Craft Fancy.
Yep. I love the little black foam square. It's just great for black card on the background. Anything that's dark would work great. Just gonna peel this off.
Well, let them see it. You gotta show this. You're on TV. You're on the big time screen now.
No way. I'm a little person. Little person. All right.
Look out, Jennifer McGuire. Here comes Carol Lee Young.
Oh, good God, no. No way. No. You're crazy. All right, so I'm going to add a couple more on the hat part just to make it more stabilized.
Stabilized.
That's all. So you can add more or
less.
Less, it's really up to you. So kind of like right there. Same thing, I'm going to add some foam tape on the black foam tape on the boo.
The pop-ups, not foam tape though.
It's foam squares.
They're foam squares. You got to be right about this.
It's foam squares.
People will be looking for that foam tape, and they're going to say, "Where's that foam tape?"
Black foam squares. And these are quarter by quarter inch. Let me make sure it's straight. Okay, I'm gonna do a ghost as well. Add a little square on the back of the ghost. I'm gonna have to cut for the little guy because it might be too big. Actually, it fits pretty good. I gotta cut a little bit. It's kind of sticky on the side.
Once in a while, I get lucky.
Yep. So I'm just add the little ghost on the spider web. Now I'm gonna add the spider and the bat. Just gonna use a little chopper glue.
You mean a little dab will do you?
Just a little.
And what happens if I put too much on there?
It'll ooze out and then.
But when it dries white?
Dries clear.
Oh, it dries clear?
Dries clear, so no worry about getting it, showing it. Then I'll do a couple bat. tiny little guy. I'm just throwing it on the spider web, so position it the way you would like it on your card.
Right. There's no right or wrong way.
Right. There's no right or wrong way of doing anything. It's your card, so you can make it the way you wanted it. Or you could add more spiders if you want, or you could add less spiders, or add more bats versus less.
Excellent. Let's zoom in there, Carol.
So this is card number 1.
Let's take a look at it. So that's card number 1 completed?
Yes.
Yeah, glue out of there. That's looking really good. So we got that done. That's card number 1 that we were able to finish. Carol, thank you very much. I appreciate you taking that time to show that. Why don't you go ahead and give us a second, guys, and we're going to be right back with card number 2. Welcome back, everyone. Let's go ahead and do our second card now. Our second card, Carol, is going to be what?
It's going to be the Homie the Gnome Halloween Shaker card, which is the one that I have on my left hand. On my left, not left hand. Yeah, left hand. In the left side of the screen. So that's the second card we're going to be working on. So here's all the pieces that I already pre-cut. Hope you guys did the same thing. Pre-cut all your, die cut all your pieces. It would be easier to just follow along. Let me just take these little bats out. It's stuck on my pocket.
While Carol's doing that, I want to apologize to everyone if you're watching at home, because we did try to reduce the glare on the acetate card, so there's still going to be a little glare on there, but we hopefully we put a little filter over the lights, so hopefully that dulls it down a little. So hopefully everything kind of works out for everybody. We tried our best. We're all right. Once you guys start buying $1 million of scrapbook stuff from us, we'll be able to get some real equipment and then look really good. But until then, this is what you get. All right, back to Carol.
So the first thing we're going to do is with the acetate pocket, there's a film on the top of the acetate pocket, so you need to peel it off. Just to make sure that you get it off before you assemble it. Otherwise, it looks cloudy. I'm trying to... There you go. Just kind of rub it on the edge, and there's this one film. It's like saran wrap.
Right. It's just a protective,
it's like a protective piece, so you don't scratch the top before you even use it. So that's that piece right there. And I don't believe there's nothing on the inside because there's adhesive on the edges. So that's the first part that you want to remove. Okay. Otherwise, you're gonna be like, I can't see through these pockets. So what I'm gonna do first, hold on, let me grab that. So what you're gonna do right now, you kind of just light it up because it's a little bit smaller than the pocket, because when you fold them, you'll get, if you don't cut it a little bit smaller, you'll get like a puffy envelope. Like a puffy, not a puffy envelope, like a little puffy.
It'll start to bow a little.
Right. It gets a little puffy. So kind of like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere this onto the purple with the ATG. Just like that. And then now I'm going to, there's my little pieces, it keeps sticking to it.
Little pieces, and always remember, guys, Craft Fancy disclaimer, be careful when you're opening up these kits. They have a ton of little pieces on this one, and little pieces like to grow legs and run around really quick. So as always, remember, just watch where you're putting your pieces. Also, too, is my disclaimer that I should have did during card 1 and I didn't do is, remember, slow your roll. Take your time. If you're going too fast for you on this card, stop, just watch, and then come back and you can watch it, because all the videos here are going to be saved on the One of a Kind group. You can always come back and watch that at any time, and you'll be able to watch it at your convenience. So you can stop, rewind, forward, spot, rewind, whatever works out. The key is that you guys are comfortable with it and you have a great time with it. Okay, Carol, take it home.
And I'm just going to put this part right here on the right side, just so then, you know, we line everything up. I'm going to just build the gnome again. So we're going to build the gnome, just like what we did in the first card, or just like what we do before of all the gnomes, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's gnome time.
So I'm going to just that way.
So I'm going to just zoom in a little on this so we can see what the gnome's doing here. It's operational gnome.
Same process, just got a couple of pieces of scrap, add some glue on the back, kind of just like in the middle, and then first piece. I could have put up a little bit too much glue, but that's fine. Just gently kind of hold them. And actually, I'm going to do it this side first. Bend it a little bit on the side. Just cut right in, or just a little bit, just right in the underneath the edge. And same on the other side. Bend it. Oh, stuck. Bend it. And then just cut a little bit on the inside, so then it looks good.
There it goes.
Halfway
nice.
It's done.
Again, another nice butt up to each other, so you got a nice clean looking gnome.
I'm gonna just go a little easier on the glue here.
Yeah. It's a lot of money.
No, it's not. I just don't want it to be oozing out.
Also, too, is I want to let everyone know this is a sales tactic right now. Remember, guys, this is Art Glitter Glue. Art Glitter is a company that does not sell,
Does not ship
during the winter months. Well, I say they don't sell because they won't ship to northern states, because they do not put a freeze additive in the glue, which changes the molecular structure of it. So if you guys are looking to stock up in the northern states that are watching in the One of a Kind group, you're definitely going to want to start to get your orders in and start stocking up on that, because before you know it, the leaves are coming down, and you know what's right behind those leaves. That's right, it's snowflakes. So get that order in and scrap all winter long.
Yep. I think we stopped shipping this, like, maybe it depends on the weather. Like last year, we were still shipping to like mid-November, and after that was it, because it just doesn't we don't want you to have a bad product. So I'm just pulling back a little bit and cut out the excess
on the screen. Go, Carol, go. Go, Carol,
it's stuck
go.
with the toe.
Go, Carol, go.
All right.
All right, there we go.
Perfect.
How are we doing?
We're doing good. So I'm adding the nose. Just a little dot. Goes a long way. And the pumpkin. Here's the pumpkin. I'm going to add a little black scrap on the back to make it look like a scary pumpkin.
What's with all the scary stuff?
Because it's Halloween, man. You gotta be scaring everybody.
I don't want to be scared.
Scaring everybody.
What if I had a yellow piece of cardstock behind that?
So you could do a yellow piece of cardstock behind it, so it's like candles. Like a lit up candle inside the pumpkin.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting scared already.
Yeah. So again, I'm going to add the glue on the back, not on the black, because if you do on the black, you could be adding the glue on his mouth and on his eye, so it might show through your
You know it'd look good too on that too?
No.
I bet if you use some of that gloss paper.
Yeah, make like scary. So another option is if you don't have the glossy paper, or if you run out or whatnot, or you need something fast, add glossy accent on it. So if you add glossy accent, then it will be glossy. We're going to add the glossy accent onto the pumpkin once you put it onto the gnome first. Because you have to let it dry, and it takes at least a 10-minute drying time.
10-minute window?
Yes. Now maybe just add his pumpkin face.
There we go.
Pumpkin face. Then now I'm going to add his hands. Just on the side, like it's holding the pumpkin. Little hand. And the other side. The other hand. All right. And liquid glue is, you know, when you don't have it in the right spot, you can still move it around to make it fit. Okay. There's the pumpkin. Let's build the boo, just like what we did with the last card. B-O-O.
I think I gotta leave. This is the part where I get all scared.
Yeah.
That's not it. How's everyone doing at home with this? If you got the questions, don't be bashful to ask. So.
Yep. We're here to answer your questions.
Yes, we're always on there. Even if you're watching the video later on, don't worry. Ask that question. We're always we get the notifications right away, and we're able to
just answer
those questions to you.
If something's not clear to you, just let us know. We'll either address it or do something on live to address your concern.
Yes. Even why Carol's doing that, I just want to let people know. Again, any questions whatsoever. If you're afraid to ask that online or it's after a video, call our store, Facebook us. Oh, I took your scissors.
Sorry. I know you. Also, what did see? The little feet the tools got little feet. They just disappear.
Yep. So what I was saying before Carol interrupted me about the scissors, but guys, any questions? Don't hesitate to give a call to Craft Fancy. You can give us a call on the phone. We're a store out here in Arlington Heights. You can face
PM us or email us.
Email us. However, you can always get a hold of somebody here.
I'll post a question on the Facebook group and then we'll answer it.
Yep.
The notification comes in and then we will answer it.
And it's not just that. Any questions about anything, just give us a shout. We're here.
Yep.
Craft related.
All right. So and then I'll add the little black piece on behind the ghost again on both of the ghosts. Black face. Did I fit? Did I cut it? Yay. Perfect. All right. Just going to add. Dropped it. Here it is. Oh, right there. Just going to cut the little top piece off so then. Because I just grabbed a little scrap piece on the table. And then I'll get another little scrap piece on the other ghost. Or you can make it nothing on the back of it, just make it whatever goes. Eye. You could use like a yellow eye. Like a yellow eye or red eyes. What about red eyes?
You could do red. Ghost? You could do red. Red would look good.
It's like angry ghost. I don't know. Okay.
So, what about a pink eye?
Oh God, no. No pink eye.
Get it? Pink eye?
Yeah, no. Okay, so I got the black eyes on there. And then here's the bat. And here's my spider. Here, I got a couple extra bats, but it's okay. All right, so I'm going to go back to the pocket. I'm going to let this little guy dry. It doesn't take long, but I'm
just going to zoom out a little there for you.
Yeah. So I'm going to just line up the pocket. And then you have to fold the 3 sides. Top, right.
On the screen.
The right side, the left side, and the bottom side. Because
When you say fold,
Fold
what do you mean?
inward. So these white strips are adhesive. So you fold it inward to make it
Is there a crease or something? No,
there is a crease. It's pre-made with the crease.
okay.
So you fold it. Make sure that you put this piece in there.
So it should slide in.
It should. But like I said, sometimes you want to make it a little bit smaller because you know what I'm talking about right here. It's kind of bold.
Yep. Do we want to trim that?
I want to trim that a little bit. Can you grab my trimmer?
All right. So I'll tell you what. Why don't we're going to trim this and we're going to be right on back. Okay, we're back now, and Carol did a little trimming.
I trimmed a little bit off the purple because I think I cut it a little bit big, so it fits. It should flush perfectly.
Show that again. How that just slides in.
It slides right in.
Nice. That's the way it's meant to slide right in.
Yep. So just goes right in, and then just make sure that it's nicely folded because if you don't, have a good crease, then it might have a pocket. This
is the one time where you sit there and you got to say to yourself, at least this is the way I always think of stuff. If it goes in tight, it's not right. If it slides right in,
right,
you're good to go.
So if it feels good to you, start peeling off the bottom adhesive. Make sure it's nice and center. Nice and center. Yep. So you just want to close that. And then once that one's closed, you could peel off the left and the right. Make sure you lift the top open because you have to add your shaker.
Oh, I thought I'd do all four right away.
Nope. Then you don't have no shaker.
Oh, boy. Then I just have an acetate card.
Yes. Well, you have an acetate card with a nice background, but
yes,
you wouldn't need the pocket. You wouldn't need the pocket for it. You could just leave it open. So right there. So it's nicely, so it's a little pocket. And you don't need any foam to make it shaker. So I just kind of fold the top, but I haven't peeled off the adhesive. And then each kit has a little bag of the shaker.
And you fill the whole bag up in there?
No, I would just put some.
Why?
Because if it was too stuffed, it won't shake.
That's right. And sprinkle in a little at a time, so you feel like you got the right amount.
Right. You don't have to put all of it and start taking it back out. You just kind of, And what I do is, too, I want to make sure, once you get to the bottom, they're not stuck on top of each other. So I want to make sure they're flat.
So you just stick your bone folder in there?
I stick my bone folder in there and just make sure they're flat. Then everything looks good, right? And I'll seal the top. You can still shake it to make it like, oh man, they're all flat, so they're not like sticking. Like I think one of this one here, the sample, the two circle got stuck to each other. So it's kind of, it won't get flattened. So that looks good. Flip it back over. Peel off this part, the top adhesive piece. Close that. Nicely. See, and it's still flat. Right there. Now we're going to build the rest of the card. So I'm going to use a little piece of vellum. Just wrapped around it. Position it the way you wanted it. Wrap around it. We prefer not to put vellum behind. We prefer not to put vellums in the front of your card behind it, just because you can see the adhesive. So my trick always is cut it a little bigger and wrap around it on the back. So right now we're just going to use a little double-sided adhesive to just holding it down. It's not permanent because we're going to add score tape on the back to make sure that it's not going to fall off. So I'm using a 3/8 of an inch score tape, or red line tape, or the red clear tape, whatever you call it, the strong adhesive. You want strong adhesive because you want to go around the four side. Just make sure that, because your pocket, have some weight to it, and the shaker and everything else. So you want something strong. There's my Here's my adhesive. You know what? I'm going to add one more in the middle.
Yeah, make it sticky.
Make it sticky and never falls off. Add 3 more. How's that?
And there you go. How's everyone doing at home? Everyone still awake?
I hope so.
Everyone's going. You got questions for Carol? Shoot her.
It's late in the afternoon, so maybe they need to pick me up.
That's it. Or they all left because they had stuff to do this afternoon. Now they're just watching on Memorex.
Yeah, that would be okay.
Yep.
I'm just peeling off all the strips. You know, this is a situation that you want more adhesive because you don't want it to fall off. There's time that you put enough, but, you know, this is the time that you want more. Here's the last strip.
Excellent.
Last piece. You want to just leave this here right now, and then I just use my card base. I'm just going to fold it because... And then here is my card, right? So I'm gonna stand up. Easier to stand up than...
And then just push this up a little. There you go.
Easier to stand up, lining it up right there on the card base. Make sure it's nicely sticking to the card. Perfect. So here is the most of the part that's already this is the majority of the part that's done. Now you're just gonna put in the gnome, and then I add the little tiny ghost up at the top, right there. I'm just gonna use liquid adhesive to add the gnome onto the vellum.
Don't be stingy. You want to make sure he sticks.
Yes, you do. I'm gonna add the little ghost on the top of the head. Okay, now I'm going to put the boo. No, I'm going to put the spider first. And then the boo. Because the boo is going to go right there. Kind of like right there. And I want to make sure that the spider has enough space. Enough clearance. And then my vellum's a little bigger than my sample, but it would work too. Oh, I'm gonna move it over a little bit. Move it over.
Any questions going on at home while we're hanging around here? Be sure to throw it out on the comments. You got Kathy, Carol, and maybe even Brian answering questions right now. Live in the comments section.
Yeah, I think I cut my vellum a little bit wider.
Oh yeah,
so
it's definitely wider.
Just a little bit wider, but just make sure that you guys, if you want it wider, you could do wider. If not, then it works. It works. It actually it looks good when it's a little wider or not.
It's okay. That's called crafting.
Yep. Adding a little ghost here, and then we'll do the glossy accent at the end because we want to put the glossy accent on the pumpkin eyes and the mouth. And not touch it for about 10 minutes.
You're very quiet again, Carol.
I'm trying to find my bats because I kind of lost them.
Do I drive you batty?
Yes.
You always say that so positive.
You do. So I got the little bat here, and I got a couple more bats, but I could add it there if y'all want. Here, I'll do another one.
We got some time.
I'll do a little one. Another little one.
Yeah.
Come on. It's tiny. Okay. So this is actually, the card is done, but I talked about it earlier. I want to add the eyes for the pumpkin, and the mouth with a little glossy accent, so make it shiny. Kind of like what we did with the sample. You can't really see the glossy, but right there you can see the glossy. So I'm just going to use a glossy accent.
I think I can kind of zoom in while you glossy accent in here. We'll try it. Let's see how it looks.
Let me just make sure I got this.
Zoom it in.
All right, so is it blurry? It looks blurry.
How's that?
Okay, so I'm gonna do the eyes for the ghost and the eyes in the mouth for the pumpkin.
Yeah, maybe I'm in too far. We'll just back out a little.
You see it? Can you see it?
Yeah.
So you can see it. It's hard to see it, but once it's dry, you'll see it.
Again, get all those Craft Fancy orders in and we can get better equipment so you can really see.
So that's it. So I added a little glossy accent on the eyes and the mouth of the pumpkin and the eyes and the mouth of the ghost. So you're going to have to let it sit for about 10 minutes, maybe 15, depends on how thick you want it. So here is card number 2. You can see the little glossy in the mouth. It's not dry yet, but you can see the reflection. Same as the eye right here. It's the reflection. You see it? I can see it right there in the angle. So this is the card that we completed. This is the second card. Here's the other one. There is card number 1 and card number 2 that we just finished for today's event.
Excellent. They look like a great looking card. Nice
Yes.
and easy to be able to put together.
Yep.
And stay tuned for this important message that's coming right up. Hi everyone, it's Brian with Craft Fancy. Well, unfortunately the store has to close now because it's the end of the time. Appreciate everyone coming into the store today to shop, but doesn't mean the store closes right now. You can always shop online at Craft Fancy at www.craftfancy.com 24/7, 365. Over $75 you do get free shipping. Remember, that's 24 hours a day, anytime you need it. Just click it. If you see it in stock, that means we have it and we're going to be shipping it out to you. So I appreciate everyone stopping in today, but it's time to go home. So I'd like to say goodnight to everybody, and I hope to see you guys real soon. So that's the alarm set. I got to get out of here. Tina, let's go home. All right. Well, it's the moment everyone's been waiting for. I would say thank you, but I know you guys you know us better than that. So we are going to come up with our special right now. I can't do a one-of-a-kind show without a special. And that special code word is
Halloween.
Halloween. And Halloween means that you're going to get 15% off all online sales. That's online sales only. That's right. Don't come into the store and ask for those discounts. It's online sales only. 15% off. And that excludes class kits and clearance items. Once again, Carol?
Halloween.
Halloween. Take a look at that right on the screen there. So you guys are going to be able to see that. 15% off online sales orders only, not the store. Online sales only and excludes class kits. Carol, does that mean I can order online and come pick up?
Absolutely.
Yes. And then when does the sale end, Carol?
We're gonna give it like what, 3 days then?
3 days.
Like end of Monday.
End of Monday.
So we'll do
72 hours.
Yep.
We're just gonna say 72 hours again. Let's pop that up one more time on the screen really quick for everyone. It's Halloween is the code, right?
Yes.
And it's 15% off. And what is that? Is that for in-store?
Not in store, online sales only, and you could always order online and pick local pickup. So then you'll get to take the advantage of the sale.
Yes, and that excludes class kits and clearance. So remember, guys, again, we just took that down for you guys. So it is Halloween. You guys want to fill that in? Online sales only. No, but you can always pick up at the store. Any questions, comments, or concerns? Always get a hold of us at Craft Fancy. We'll be right back. All right, everyone, we're back. I want to thank everyone for tuning in today. Yes, it was a Craft Fancy class that was Memorex, not live. But the good news is that we are on the live comments being able to answer any questions out. If you are watching us and you're doing this on Memorex, you can still always ask us questions about our class kits and what we did today. What do you think, Carol? How do we do?
We did great, I think.
You think? You think, or you know? You can look at me too
sure.
once in a while.
I look at the camera because I look at the cameras because I'm on live.
Look at the screen. I'm here. So, guys, we had a great time today. Guys, let's take a look at our class kit one more time here. So, what our class kit was is that we had enough of cards there to make 4 projects. Supplies. Or enough supplies to make 4 cards today. So, we did 2, and you guys still have enough materials to do 2. And if you guys are still interested and you're watching and it's a little later, by all means, head over to the Craft Fancy. That's www.craftfancy.com.
And here's another thing.
Oh, hold on.
No, it's not. I'm just saying that we did sell out of this kit a little bit earlier. But we did get it back in stock. So these kits are available.
Oh, all right. So we sold out, but they're back in stock. Yep. I did not know that. See that? Management doesn't talk to me. I don't know why.
Because you don't ask questions.
I don't ask questions. All right. So they are back in stock. Let's head back over here really quick. Remember, let's go to www.craftfancy.com. Guys, you want to be able to click on shop, scroll down to where it says custom card kits, and then you're going to be able to find a Halloween gnome card. Just click on that card. You're going to be right there, and make sure you add that right into your cart. And guys, remember, if you have not done this card before, yes, you will need to purchase this right here. It is the Gnome Craft Die. There it is. You will need that to make that because we've been doing gnome cards all year long. All right, so one more time, there's our 4 cards that we did. Everything's looking good. What do you think, Carol? Do you think that's a home run right there?
Yes, I think so.
I don't know. I thought that project was scary, but it turned out to be a real treat for us. All right, well, I'm Brian.
I'm Carol.
And we got to get out of here because it's time to go trick-or-treating. Actually, we're out in Boston, so... we're going to be finishing off that show, and we'll be seeing you next week if you're in the Fort Wayne area. So we'll be in the show out there in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Any questions about that, get a hold of us. And after that, we're going to the CKC Hillsboro. I am pumped. That's our first time out there.
First time out there, yep.
Excellent. I am pumped. I don't know if you guys...
Actually, I've never been to the Portland area, so this is my first time in Oregon.
Yes, I am too. I'm excited about going there, and I'm all excited to see what the area is all about. Yep. So it's going to be fun, and it's going to be a second year for the CKC show to be there. So I'm excited to see how that works out for us. What else? Oh, I think we're going to see us on Wednesday too. We're going to be on Wednesday with the techniques on Wednesday.
Kathy's going to be on this week.
It'll be Kathy. Kathy's going to be on that week because we're coming on. We're going to be out to Hillsboro, so Kathy will be back on again. Kathy's getting a lot of airtime on the Technique Wednesdays. So, guys, I appreciate everything that you're doing for us by supporting us and watching us on the videos. I love all the comments that come in. Guys, don't be bashful about those comments. You guys can say anything you want. I love it all. What do you think, Carol?
Yep, we take it good, bad, and the ugly.
That's excellent. So, again, guys, just really quick, I can't show this enough because I really like this project. It's the Boo, and it's the cape, and the gnomes and the spiders and everything. I just love it. And remember, guys, we probably posted a link already, and if not, the link is coming right out for the cape die, so you guys can add on to that because that's the cape that makes everything. All right, Carol, what do we say?
Goodbye.
I guess so. Okay, Carol says goodbye.
I don't know.
We'll be seeing you real soon. I don't know what we're doing or how we're doing it, but we'll be showing it all to you when we do. I'm Brian from Craft Fancy.
And I'm Carol from Craft Fancy.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Hello?
Hello.
Testing?
Testing, testing.
1, 2, 3. Testing. Hello? How about here? Testing. Chinese movie. What about this one right here? Hello? Hello? Then how about this? My name is Brian and I come to say I'm rocking Craft Fancy extra hard today. I got Carol with me and she's doing the demo. We're gonna be rocking it extra. What's wrong?
I don't want to be here for 2 hours.
Oh my gosh, I love you.
Shut up!
Three, two, one. Welcome back, everybody. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. No, that wasn't good. What are you doing here still? Come on, let's go. Get online. www.craftfancy.com. Let's go. We got to get out of here, Tina.